Good day and welcome back to CoachCricXI. In today's video, we're going to be looking at bowling the Googly. The Googly is a change-up delivery for a leg spinner. The normal leg spinner will spin from the way the bowling hand is to the other side of the body when the batsman's facing it. So for the change-up, we are now going to be bowling a ball that turns the other way. And to do this, at the top of the action, the wrist is going to have to turn around, the back of the palm is going to be facing the batsman, and it is going to uncoil at the point of release to flick the ball out the back to get the revolutions on the ball. We're going to try and isolate this into 4 different parts, and we're going to work through each part, building up to the end where we can bowl the Googly with the momentum of an actual bowling delivery strike. For the first part, we're going to take the ball and just in our hand, we are going to flick our wrist around and trying to get our fingers over the ball to get the revolutions going the other way to the normal Googly. You're just going to do this consistently until it's comfortable, making sure that the back of the hand is forward when you release it. Because as soon as we get this right, when we start moving more through the action, that's going to be your release point at the top as well. For this, you obviously want to try and get used to the feel of the ball releasing from your hand. And for this, you want it to roll through the back of your hand and over the outside of your hand, as this is going to keep the revs going on the ball and make sure it turns the other way to the normal leg spin. For the next isolation, we are going to get down with our back knee on the ground, our front foot forward, with our hips and shoulders at a 45-degree angle. This is just to assist us with getting our arm through the top of the action for now. Obviously, when you're going back to your full run-up, you'll be bowling with the normal action that you have. For this, all you're going to do is focus from this position, because you don't have to worry about the lower half of your body, on the arm rotation to get the ball out. Bowling it down the pitch and trying to see how the ball reacts off of the surface with this. As we go through this, you want to try and spin the ball as much as possible now so that it becomes natural for when we go back further on in this draw. For the third isolation, we're now going to be standing and bowling the ball into the side net. Obviously the net is a little bit closer, so you don't have to worry too much about exerting as much pressure on it, but you're getting used to the top half of the body and the lower half of the body working together. You can start stationary by bowling the ball into the net with the action, just to see how it goes out of the hand and the flight that it has initially. And then as you move forward, you can start by driving through into your follow through as well, to make sure that your body is moving towards your target while still getting your wrist over the top to impart the spin on the ball. For the last one now, we are going to add another step into this, where we go from the bound and bowling a full pitch length. This is to make sure that we know that at the end of our action, when we're actually in the delivery stride, we are going to be getting through the crease and through the top and getting into the crease with enough momentum to release the ball and get it down to the far end of the pitch. You obviously don't want too much of a pace discrepancy between your normal Googly and your normal leggy, because if there is, it will be easier for the batsman to pick up. So you still want to try and get the same pace and try and get revs on the ball so that you can try and beat the bat on both ends. From there, if you are comfortable, you can go back and walk into your bound and then run up into your bound so that you can put it all together and bowl the best Googly you can.